Hello and welcome to PMPLounge.com, and we just wanted to have a quick video up because this is something big. As you can see, I'm right now on PMI.org, the official website of Project Management Institute. This is by far my favorite website. I kind of check this thrice a day at least, and I recommend you do too if you are a PMP aspirant, or if you or even already if you are PMP certified and want to know what's going on with PMI and in the world of project management, we recommend you do check this website out. So the big thing which initiated this video is right here on your screen. PMBOK Guide 6th edition available 6 September. So the date that we have been waiting for, the date that we have been speculating for a long time now is out. It's set in stone now. 6th of September is when PMBOK Guide 6th edition will be coming out in English and 11 other languages. So there's a catch here. I'll get to it when I discuss this in detail. But for now, the big thing, the big news is that 6th of September is the date that all of us have been waiting for. This is when PMBOK Guide 6th edition is going to come out. If you click on see what's changing, you will end up on this page, which is again a separate page for the PMBOK Guide 6th edition. And I'd like to quickly cover this table that you see on your right hand side. What to expect? The PMBOK Guide 6th edition in English will be available in print and digital formats on 6th September, which means on 6th September it'll be available in print as well as digital formats. Translations in 11 additional languages will be available in print in October. So that is why when I mentioned that uh, this is a bit tricky here. So in on 6th of September, 11 languages will not be available for print. It will be available only in October. And PMI members can download digital copies of English and all translated versions on 6th of September. So digital copies for 11 additional languages will be available on 6th of September. However, if you want a print of any additional language, then that will you have to wait till October for that. So that's the whole story here. That's the mechanics of how PMBOK is coming out. Let's also look into what's new. This is something again which is very important. So in the what's new section here, this is where you'll find what exactly is changing with this PMBOK guide. A section on the role of the project manager, something which is extremely important. We all know what project management is. We all know what project manager does. But what exactly is the role of the project manager? What does it demand? And I'm assuming there will be something which will be additional as to what you and I understand is the role of project manager as of today. I'm pretty sure PMI has changed it. PMI must have updated it, and that is why they are kind of adding a section to it. Two renamed knowledge areas: project schedule management and project resource management. Schedule management as of today is known as time management. Resource management as of today is known as human resource management. So those two knowledge areas are getting a new name. Four new sections in each knowledge area. So these sections will be there added in each knowledge area. Number one, key concepts, and this is something which I believe is important from your PMP exam perspective as well, because I mean, this is PMBOK guide, right? This is the book which PMP is supposedly based on. Although don't be surprised if you find questions which are not covered directly in the PMBOK guide. But then if PMBOK is telling you certain key concepts in a certain knowledge area, you can consider that these are important from exam perspective, definitely. Trends and emerging practices. So, yep, PMBOK guide is something which likes to update itself. PMI likes to update the book, the guide, and trends and emerging practices just make sense, right? To keep everything in perspective, to keep everything current, and to keep everything up to date, we have trends and emerging practices added corresponding to every single one of the knowledge area. Tailoring considerations. Now, we have already discussed what process tailoring is, and I'll link to that video in the description as well. But yeah, not all processes, not all steps in every single process applies to every single project out there or every single industry out there. So you can tailor the processes based on your need, and PMBOK itself is suggesting you, giving you certain considerations on how you can uh, tailor certain processes in a certain knowledge area, which is again a really helpful uh, item, especially for real life projects. Considerations for agile slash adaptive environments. Agile is the next big thing, hands down, and PMI has added considerations for agile and adaptive environment corresponding to each knowledge area, which in itself indicates why agile is the next big thing, why everyone is looking after agile practices, looking after going after the agile certifications, why industries, not industries, but companies in certain industries are turning up to agile and looking to see how they can integrate agile methodology. So PMI has added considerations for agile environments uh, for each knowledge area, how you can implement agile for every single knowledge area that is. And yep, so that's something which is important, something which is really, really good. Greater emphasis on strategic and business knowledge with a discussion of project management business documents. Now, PMI has been advocating that project managers be involved in very early phases of the project. Project manager should not be someone who is simply handed a set of requirements and asked to deliver the project on time and within budget. Project manager should be involved right from the idea conceiving stage, right from the inception stage. And in order to do that, well, the project manager should have strategic and business knowledge, and that is why PMI is giving greater emphasis on strategic and business knowledge in the next PMBOK guide, which is, of course, edition 6. A new section on the role of the project manager, including PMI talent triangle, technical leadership, and strategic and business management, all good there. So there will be a new section on this, the talent triangle. We've already discussed talent triangle a lot of times, and I hope you understand what talent triangle is. An appendix on agile practices. Well, if you're including agile, so much agile methodology, considerations of agile, and so much of agile, um, so to speak, vocabulary. So, agile vocabulary, if it is being included as part of the PMBOK guide, it makes sense to have an appendix which talks about what agile is and gives a brief definition of everything that is related to agile. All right, let's move on. Why is the PMBOK guide changing? Good question, right? Why exactly is the PMBOK guide changing? We love PMBOK guide edition 5 so much. PMBOK 5 is so close to our hearts. PMI, what are you doing? Why are you taking that away from us? Well, there are reasons, right? Number one, project management has evolved significantly since we published the PMBOK guide 5th edition in 2013. So you may not realize it, but PMBOK Guide 5th edition is already 4 years old, and 4 years in technology years is more than 4 decades for sure. So, a lot of things have changed, a lot of things have evolved, especially the project management as a profession has evolved, and that is why it is important that PMBOK Guide be updated because PMBOK Guide is the front runner, the forerunner of project management, right? Part 2 of the PMBOK guide is accredited by the ANSI, the American National Standards Institute, and must be updated every 4 to 5 years. Makes sense. PMI continually learns more about what drives successful project outcomes through our research, and we want to share those drivers with the project management community. Now, when PMI talks about their research, they have extensive researches being conducted all over the world, and the result of these research is, of course, going to be reflected in the next edition of the PMBOK guide, but can also be found in some of the very, very, very detailed and very, very insightful reports that PMI has available for free for everyone in the learning section of this website itself. And we have covered a lot of those reports. You can check out the playlist section of our channel, and you'll be able to find some of the reports that we have covered. We have covered basically those reports at a very high level just to give you the correct insights which can be used in your job interviews, which can be used in kind of gauging where the project management industry is heading to and becoming a thought leader yourself when it comes to project management. So those research, they are, I mean, this research, the researches that PMI does, these are all beautiful piece of reports. These research tend to result into, and if PMI is kind of sharing these drivers of change, right? What all has changed based on their research over the past 4 years in the form of PMBOK Guide Edition 6. Nothing like it, right? So those are the three reasons why the PMBOK guide is changing. We already discussed what is new and what to expect with the PMBOK guide edition 6. This is the beautiful cover here. Again, I'd like to reiterate here, if you are appearing for your PMP exam by the end of this year, 2017, your exam will be based on PMBOK Guide Edition 5. If you are attempting your PMP exam starting Q1 of 2018, your PMP exam is most likely to be based on PMBOK Guide Edition 6th, the one that we are discussing today. So if you click on pre-order now, you will come to this page, some pricing information, $99 for two books, Agile Practice Guide and PMBOK Guide Edition 6. If you're a member, $49.5 only, and we highly encourage everyone to get the membership because there are a lot of benefits that members get, and you are definitely missing out on those benefits if you're not a PMI member. So these are some of the information available on the website itself. I will link to this. Actually, not required, right? You can go directly to pmi.org and explore the website yourself. Like I said, personally, this is my favorite website. I usually visit this website multiple times every day, and I'll encourage you to do the same. That's all that we had in this quick video. Hope you enjoyed it. Do subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Check us out on our social media, facebook.com/pmplounge and twitter.com/pmplounge. And check out the website pmplounge.com, your number one free resource for PMP exam as well as project management industry information. Thank you.